Am I the asshole for calling the police on roommate's girlfriend to get her out of our house while he was at work? About 2 weeks ago, my roommate, Dave, 23 years old, invited his girlfriend, Julie, 22 years old, to stay after she was evicted. Dave asked me if she could stay with us till she found a place beforehand, and I agreed. We seemed to get along, and she really didn't bother me and seemed to stick to the house rules we had. So all was fine. Now, a few days ago, I was staying over at my friend's house, and my friend happens to bump into Julie's Instagram account, and this girl was taking pictures in my room with my clothes, jewelry, shoes, and even had a couple racy pictures wearing my lingerie. Basically, she did several photo shoots in my room with my clothing and things. Of course, I lost it. But the worst of it was these pictures where she was standing on my prayer rug, which is highly important to my faith, with her dirty shoes. She knows how important that prayer rug is to me and my faith, and so was well aware of the disrespect and hurt it would cause. So I cut my visit short and went home immediately the next day. I came home to Julie there and told her everything I knew. She immediately started crying and saying that I am overreacting and that I was scaring her with my anger, etc. To be honest, I was shouting, so that could have been scary for her. I told her to get the fuck out and took back my spare key. She grabbed a couple of things and left. We agreed that Dave would bring her the rest of her things. An hour later, she comes back and goes around the back and tries to enter through the back door. I happened to be in the kitchen and shouted at her to go away. I warned her several times that I'd call the police if she tried to push in. She kept at it and finally got in, and true to my word, I called the police. The police arrived and asked her several times to just leave, but she kept arguing with them, and the officer got annoyed and arrested her. She spent the night in jail. And as she didn't have her phone on her, she left it in her car. She couldn't contact Dave. When Dave came home later from work that day, he greeted me like normal, and that was not what I expected. So I had said, "Have you spoken to Julie?" And he goes, "No." So I told him everything, and this man started yelling at me, telling me I was an asshole and took things too far by calling the police. Now I feel like I didn't do anything wrong, but Dave's rant gave me pause. He felt I should have let him deal with it or something. Did I handle this like an asshole? I don't feel like I did, but maybe my anger is blinding me to see things differently.
I don't know. Maybe like yes and no. Like no, not really. Like after she forced her way back in, absolutely not.
Well, that's what happened.
Yeah, but like question is like, did like you need to kick her out in the first place? Like I would think you would.
Okay.
And I would ask for the spare key back. But like in that moment, would you have called the police if she refused to leave the first time?
But that's not what happened.
I know. Okay. So then in the context of everything that's happened, then
what
no,
do you mean? With the information, with the story that we have, is she an asshole or not?
No.
No. Buddy.
No.
Oh my God.
I just mean the part where Dave says that why didn't she just let him deal with it? I feel like, maybe you could have. Maybe. Didn't have to.
She was home.
Yeah.
Dave wasn't.
Right.
She was supposed to just let this basically a stranger who's been in her room wearing her clothes, wearing her lingerie.
Yeah, I mean, I would have told her to get the fuck out.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Okay. Glad we're finally got to the same page.
But like, if the first time you told her to get out and she didn't get out, would you have called the police then, or would you have waited for Dave to get home for Dave to figure it out?
But that's not what happened.
Okay. I'm just saying in that situation that I'm making up in my head.
Yeah, that you're completely making up out of thin air.
Yes. I would have let Dave take his trash out.
Okay.
So.
But guess what? That's not what happened.
The funny thing is even when you go to jail, like they'll give you the telephone, but she just didn't know Dave's number.
Probably.
Because it's just saved as contact.
Probably.
Like.
I know your number. Do you know mine? No.
I would have to call Kat.
You don't love me.
Kat would be the only person. Oh, I could call 3 people. I could call Kat, my dad, and my mom. That's it. Those are the only phone numbers I can never forget.
That's all right.
Yeah. I can call you.
I'll find out eventually.
I think I got your first 6 digits down, but okay. I don't know about the last 4.
Okay.
You know what's funny too? I think it was literally yesterday I had to go into your contact info to like type them in to get the tubing tickets when I tried. I still don't remember.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Interesting.
No, it's okay. But do you even know my birth year?
Yeah, I do 1993, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, how do you know that? Because literally that same day that I had to look at your telephone number, you asked me what my birth year was.
Okay, no, I wanted to clarify. I was having a hard day at work, okay? I was having a stressful day at work, and my friends are asking me, what was Denver born? I don't freaking know. My mind is...
I know your birthday off by heart.
Okay, well,
Won't
guess
ever
what? You
forget
don't have
that.
hard work days, do you? This is your work. So shut it. Okay, moving on. Clarification. The officer initially asked her to just leave. They tried talking to her for at least 15 to 30 minutes and explained how they'd rather not arrest her, but she kept shouting and swearing at me and them. Eventually, one of the officers told her that if she didn't leave by the count of 5, he'd arrest her. He then counted to 5, she didn't leave, as was requested, and they arrested her.
Oh, yeah. It's not. Okay, first off, it's not even her fault she got arrested. Listen, I called the police to get
You literally broke into my house.
Yeah, you literally broke in. At this point, you broke in. I called the police to get you out. You refused to get out. I wasn't even going to press charges or anything. I just wanted you to leave.
This girl was given a million chances.
You refused. All on you.
Yeah.
All on her.
Some extra clarification. When we found her Instagram page, it was like 3 a.m., so obviously I couldn't really drive home that late, and instead got back home around 9 or 10 a.m. By that time, Dave was already at work, and honestly, I kind of had tunnel vision, and he really didn't come into my mind. Also, Dave doesn't have or use Instagram, so I doubt he knew. This all happened in less than 5 days. For those asking, I am black. I am not part of the Muslim faith. Other religions also use prayer rugs. Also, Dave and Julie are white.
I would also say I am literally not surprised she refused to leave and had to get arrested.
Yeah.
Because that is this type of behavior that people do when they also go into a room that they're not supposed to be in, wear people's lingerie and clothes, and then take a public photo shoot and post it on Instagram. That mentality ends up to you being a fucking dumbass and getting arrested by police.
Yes.
So it all makes sense. It's all lining up. It's all making sense. She's probably a Virgo.
A Virgo.
Is that a...
That is a sign, but
That's
what do
what I
you
mean.
know about?
Nothing. That's the first one that came to my head. That
What?
wasn't what I am.
What?
I just want to offend all the Virgos out there.
What the heck? You're so weird today.
What sign is most likely for crazy people?
I have no idea. I don't really know about astrology.
So it could be Virgos.
Could be.
Okay.
Okay. Info. When she came back after leaving with a couple of things, was she there to pick up more of her stuff or there to try to reoccupy the house? OP replied, when I told her to leave, we agreed that whatever she couldn't take with, Dave would give it to her at a later date. She came back because literally her words, how dare you kick me out? Like, this girl's unhinged. She's off her rocker.
She is, yeah. Fucking off that rocker. Fallen.
Another comment says, I totally appreciate your anger, but it seems like you could have avoided the nuclear option with both of them by giving him the heads up and an opportunity to deal with it.
I feel like in this like roommate situation, if someone is crossing the boundaries and they need to get out, and they crossed into your personal space and your boundaries, you have the right to kick them out.
100%.
You being there is a privilege to both you and Dave. And if you break that, Dave's not here to deal with it. I am kicking you out. And you can go wait by the bus stop until Dave gets off from work. You can go wait at IHOP for all I care. Go get a cup of Joe and wait for him to figure that out. But me as a roommate, this is my territory. I am kicking you out.
This is your home. You don't want to feel unsafe in your home. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's just like, yeah, she's just trying stuff on and stuff, but like, No. Still...
Not just trying stuff on. You're trying stuff on, posting pics on Instagram,
You're like
and you're trying on the lingerie.
appropriating her prayer rug too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just
fucked
like...
up on so many levels.
Yeah.
When I was roommates with Marcus, and if Marcus had a girlfriend over, and I come home, and she's like in my room, playing my PlayStation, I guess it's not the same, but I don't know. She fucks something up in the house. Marcus is not there, and she's there, and she fuck the house up, I would kick her out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not waiting for Marcus to deal with it. I would
Yeah.
be first thing. Yeah, I would be going to kick her out right away.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you got to that conclusion because you were, once again,
Edgy.
scaring me. Yeah, you're trying to be edgy, Denver.
Oh, I was just like, it made a little bit of sense to let Dave deal with it. But no, all the feelings I had for that, gone.
Good. Okay, there's an update 7 hours later. This is an update to my dilemma with Julie and Dave. He truly thought she took one of my kimono robes or something and that I was overreacting. He watched all the recordings and he called me to profusely apologize for not believing me. He spoke to Julie about the recording and questioned the story she was telling him. After some talking, she basically told him that she was envious of the things I had, and since she was trying to be an Instagram influencer, she needed to constantly have new things to post. She also said that she felt like me having luxury/expensive lingerie and undergarments was a waste because no one got to see it. And since she couldn't afford lingerie from Brodel, Agent Provocateur, Guala Bruna, etc., I don't know if I'm pronouncing these, I was being a selfish ass for not sharing, and so she felt like she deserved it more. I keep a fairly private online life and don't feel comfortable posting scantily dressed pictures of myself, nor do I wear it outside. I have no issues with others doing so, I just don't.
Maybe the people that see it are the people that she wants to see
Like-
it, the lucky girls or guys
Yeah.
that she's in a relationship or hooking up with or something. Maybe she saves that shit like a normal freaking person and saves it for the bedroom and doesn't post everything to Instagram. Oh my God.
So she wanted to show my things off to people who would appreciate it online since I wouldn't and didn't. She took the pictures with them to get more traffic, etc. And apparently it was a hit. She got more followers, engagement, and was even getting requests for sponsorships for more luxury item sellers on Instagram. The craziest part is she was doing this for far longer than the 2 weeks she was living with us. Some of the pictures were taken months ago. Can you imagine my shock that I have been basically sharing undies with her for months? You can't imagine how this is fucking with my mind. Also, her roommates got her evicted for the exact same reason. She was stealing things from them and taking pictures with their things while pretending that she's some jet-setting trust fund kid. I am not rich or even comfortable. I don't come from wealth. I just like certain things and save and skimp for months and years to get more expensive luxury items I have, and I take very good care of my things. Her envy is very confusing to me since she actually comes from money. Not trust fund money, but still money. She still has the pictures up on Instagram, but Dave was able to get her to delete the ones with my prayer rug. She refused to remove the other ones, and honestly the most important thing for me was protecting what my family has protected for centuries. Dave seems to be truly genuine in his regret. Also, it does help that he offered to replace all the things she violated. He also broke up with her. Oh, she has called me several times, blocked her now, and she even did an Insta live on why I'm a massive bitch.
Oh my God, she's a complete psychopath, man. Holy shit. I was going to say, like, she probably did it like every time that she was like kind of over
There.
and chilling by
Yep.
herself while she was gone. And, like, this is fucked. But like, you wouldn't have even known that she had anything unless you went snooping.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you ever have one of those friends you just caught them like snooping around your house when you invited them over?
No.
I know it was you, Timothy. I know what you took in grade 7. I'll never forget.
I'd sense some
Caught
hostility.
Timothy snooping. Or is it Tommy? One of them. All right. Oh, I've had enough of Psycho Julie. No wonder you got kicked out of your friend's house and you just kept doing the exact same thing. She's probably going to do the exact same thing. Have fun being in jail and trying to steal other people's things. Have fun with that. See how that goes for you. Fucking Julie. I watched a funny statistic. You know how we call the old middle white woman Karens?
Yeah.
Because you know why we call them Karens?
No.
I think it was because statistically, like their age, like Karen was like the most popular name for that like generation. Do you know what the next Karen name is going to be? Jessica.
Jessica.
the next set of Karens is going to be Jessica's.
Probably.
Because that's the next most popular name in the next
Like
generation.
millennials.
Well, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Maybe. What is in between baby boomers and millennials?
I have no idea,
Like,
actually.
like I'm not a fucking Jessica yet. I'm not that old. So I'm a millennial. So what came before the millennials?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I'm not a freaking Jessica.
Okay, sorry if I offended you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Denver's mad because he's a millennial and I'm a Gen Z.
You're on the tip.
No, I'm not.
I'm on the tip.
Gen Z is, I think, 1996. Am I wrong?
Then I'm almost a Gen Z.
No, you're not.
You don't even know what year I'm born.
Mid to late 1990s. You're not mid to late. You're early.
I'm at the very end of millennials. Millennials, 98 to 94. I was 93. I'm right at the end of the bottom of the millennials.
98 to 94?
Sorry, 81 to 94. 81 to 94.
Okay.
I'm right at the tip. I'm almost a Gen Z. A little Gen Zer.
But you're not.
Whatever. Back to me. We're moving on. We're moving on.